10 News begins with breaking news.
We are on top of a gas leak that kept children inside a Point Loma school. I'm Virginia Cha.
I'm Jason Martinez. Let's go right to Melissa Messiha in the 10 News Live Center.
Yeah, Jason and Virginia, we want to show you exactly where this is, right there on Hill Street. Started about 2 hours ago. Firefighters just gave the all clear, but we did have a crew on scene to gather video of what was going on there. Sunset View Elementary had to shelter in place. A few homes nearby were evacuated on the 900 block of Ammerford. There's still no word yet on exactly what caused the leak, but there was some construction work going on an SDG&E project nearby. Crews there are still on scene to make sure everything is okay. Virginia?
Thank you, Mel. So Republicans have unveiled their long-awaited plan to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, but serious questions remain, like how it'll affect the 20 million Americans currently covered under Obamacare. ABC's Janae Norman is in Washington now with the latest on that new Obamacare proposal.
The Republican promise to repeal and replace.
I am also calling on this Congress to repeal and replace Obamacare.
1 week after President Trump's call to Congress, House Republicans outlined their plan to overhaul Obamacare. The plan swaps subsidies for tax credits to help Americans buy insurance, ends penalties for Americans without insurance, gradually ends the expansion of Medicaid, which provides coverage for more than 10 million Americans in 31 states, and ends funding for Planned Parenthood. But the White House offering to keep funding if the organization stops offering abortion services.
After years of Obamacare's broken promises, we're proud to put forth a plan that represents a better way for patients and for American families.
The plan keeps two of the most popular ACA provisions. Coverage still can't be denied based on pre-existing conditions, and young adults can stay on their parents' plans until they're 26. But Republican Jason Chaffetz on CNN making waves with his comment seeming to acknowledge the plan will shift more of the financial burden to individuals.
Americans have choices, and they've got to make a choice. And so maybe rather than getting that new iPhone that they just love and they want to go spend hundreds of dollars on that, maybe they should invest it in their own health care.
President Trump tweeted calling the plan wonderful, but even some Republicans are voicing concerns. Senator Rand Paul tweeted the plan, quote, sure looks like Obamacare light. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Happening right now, demonstrators are outside Congressman Darrell Issa's office calling for answers about changes to health care.
And 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is live in Vista. And Mimi, people there saying that the new plan could negatively impact thousands of San Diegans.
Jason, Virginia, these protesters are making a lot of claims. They're outside of Congressman Issa's office right now. They've been here for over an hour now, saying that the new plan will hurt their families, the new plan replacing the Affordable Care Act. Now, they say that many San Diegans, especially those with sick family members, will be negatively impacted by this. Now, Congressman Darrell Issa says his new plan to replace President Obama's health care plan has bipartisan support. He says under the act, premiums and deductibles have gone up while choices have gone down, and millions of Americans have lost coverage that they did like. One protester, Josefina DeSalvo, says coming from an insurance background from her previous career, getting rid of the ACA completely will hurt everyone.
Would be a huge mistake. I think it is workable. It needs to be fixed, but to destroy it and then what is being offered will decimate most families.
We asked the protesters if they'd read the Republican proposal. They said they had, but didn't give me specifics about how it would hurt their families. Lawmakers will review both Republican House version and Issa's proposal starting tomorrow. The official vote is scheduled for March 23rd. Now, we've linked the White House proposal to our red TV button on the homepage of 10news.com, so you can read it for yourself and weigh in on its potential impact on your family. Reporting live in Vista, Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Thank you, Mimi. We have some breaking news. New threats are now being investigated at Jewish community centers and schools and the Anti-Defamation League. The threats were made in major cities around the country, 5 in New York City alone. So far, no word of any local threats. The La Jolla Jewish Community Center, you may remember, has evacuated 3 times this year because of false alarms. Those may have been the work of a Missouri man arrested just last week.
Happening now, there is new backlash against President Trump's revised travel ban. Protesters rallied last night at Lindbergh Field.
Love Trump's hate.
Love Trump's hate.
The travel ban bars new visas for people from 6 Muslim-majority nations. It's also going to temporarily shut down the refugee program. That affects people from Iran, Syria, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, and Libya.
And happening right now, local Muslim leaders responding to that executive order. Iraq has been removed there from the list of countries. And I want to show you a live look here from the San Diego office of the Council on American Islamic Relations. So they're just getting ready for this news conference, but the organization is calling this new ruling Muslim Ban 2.0. The ban doesn't impact dual citizens and those with valid U.S. visas. And you can see here the news conference just getting underway here. We're waiting for the speakers, but we do have a reporter on scene. And of course, we will have an update starting on the Now San Diego at 4 o'clock. Jason?
All right, Mel, thank you. And new today, Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly says that the agency may separate children and parents caught crossing the border illegally. He says the move would be part of the effort to stop South American families from making the dangerous trek across the border. Tens of thousands of families from Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala have been caught at the border in recent years.
We have a breaking news update about a short chase in La Mesa. Police are still looking for the driver of this SUV. Crashed this SUV and then ran away. Police chased down the SUV this morning. You can see that it has some flat tires here. It went through a fence, skidded the wrong way down the 8 ramp at Lake Murray. The driver got out and ran, so police started searching the area using police dogs as well as a helicopter. Officers think the driver is about 17 years old. They did arrest the passenger.
And a breaking news update right now. A man is dead in a bizarre accident that ended right in front of a family's front door. That was on Aurora Drive in the city of Lakeside. The CHP says 2 men had been moving broken down vehicles when a truck started rolling down the hill. So the guy tries to climb into the window to stop the truck. Well, CHP isn't sure what happened next, but officers found the man lying outside the truck. He hasn't been identified. We're working to get his name, but we know he's 39 years old from Chula Vista. 10 News has new video today of destruction from those tornadoes in the Midwest. You see the roof ripped off of that home there, while another one right next door, untouched. This is in Oak Grove, Missouri, where more than 500 homes and businesses had some sort of damage, some just 2x4s, all that's left. We have a look at another weather phenomenon from the storm here, a gustnado, dust rising into the air near Topeka.
We have some new details today about singer George Michael's cause of death. The coroner's report says he died of natural causes. Michael's partner found him dead in his home in England Christmas Day. George Michael was just 53 years old. The coroner says he had a heart condition called dilated cardiomyopathy and fatty liver. The heart condition could have been genetic or caused by a virus, high blood pressure, or alcohol abuse.
Developing for San Diego schools, more than 1,000 teachers could get pink slips by the end of the week. The San Diego Unified School District needs to make up for a $124 million deficit. School board members say the governor's budget doesn't give enough money, so the pink slips may be rescinded if more money comes through.